How are you guys doing? Are you enjoying this so far? Yeah, it's um it's so much fun to listen to this information.
And
Yeah.
getting so much from everybody's
Yeah.
um, communication. It's so awesome.
Yeah, I feel that way as we've done these sessions. I think Emily, I think we've done like I want to say like 120 sessions this year. I know it's been a
Wow.
lot because we do four a week on
Mhm.
Thursdays. It's our session day. And so to hear all this information come through doesn't matter that it's not for us.
Mm-mm.
You learn so much, which I think is, part of the reason we wanted to bring this to a larger group because even though it's someone else's question, you're still learning. Yeah. How you doing over there, Emily? You good?
Pretty good. Yeah. I like how I feel a difference with this group. Well, they're not holding back. It's almost like all of you have a base understanding.
Yeah.
And so they're not having to bring it back down to basics for you. So I enjoy that they're just stepping in and saying it straight. They're giving you straight. They're not babying you, where a lot of the other sessions, it's like back to step one. For all of you, it's like, nope, they're beyond. They're ready for more, and they can just tell you and you get it, and it's very fun.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was thinking, I think most in this group have had either a messages session or I think Joan and Julie did test messages session. So everyone sort of had that connection with the guides at some point. So Emily, are you getting anything happening on the ship today? Sometimes I want to create like a bloopers reel because sometimes they like put Emily on like a throne or they'll have a Christmas theme or something on the ship when she gets there.
No, they put us in a conference room today because they thought that was really funny. They said, like, this is serious. We're gonna get together in a conference room like the humans do, for this event. And then it feels like they'll expand it. They'll open the doors when they're ready, but they're keeping the doors closed. So usually it's in the open part of the ship where there's lots of beings that can join in.
Yeah.
Nobody's allowed in. There's no windows. Nobody can see what's going on. It's like it's secret. It's a private group.
Wow.
So that's very different because they never have that. It's always open and beings can fly in and out and join at will if Heather's guide allows. But today it's very hush hush. They don't want all of the stars to know yet.
Interesting. I love that.
Mhm.
They're doing their little test part of it too, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see if this works.
I love it. I love it. Well, so here's what I think we'll do. I think we'll do one more round of questions. Um, and then we'll end with final messages today from the guides. So if you guys are ready, we'll let Emily, you just take your time, get nice and connected again,
Mhm.
and just let us know when you're ready to go.
We already.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. Well, we're just going to keep everybody in the same order. So, Natalie, we'll start with you. Go ahead with your next question.
Okay, my next question. The last time I had a session, the tall grays said they gave me the ability to move things with my thoughts. Is it an ability I can use at this time? And how can I learn to use it? Do I need to request their teaching during dream time? What can you share?
We are looking for the group. They are not here with us now, as you know, but we are debating how to approach this. Just a moment. Do you see? Yes, this is part of our test run here. We have called in the groups, and this is not one. So we are debating. Do we call them in today? Do we allow them to know what we are doing? Or do we wish to resolve this question ourselves through our understandings? We always have to be the deciding factor, correct, Heather? Let us think just a moment. Natalie, we will decide amongst the council. Just a moment. We will keep it in the group for now. We have decided. The Andromedans are persistent. They want you all to know it is not a room without windows. They say there are skylights, and they thought that was most important to share with you all. We don't know why we are apologetic. Okay? They said it lights up the room. It's beautiful. It's not a sad conference room like you have there. They're so sad, so low vibrational. Why don't you install some light, some natural light from the sun? Why don't you all have skylights? They say. You need to bring the sun into your living room, into your kitchen through the skylights. Allow the sky to be in your rooms, or this will raise your frequency. Okay, we have gotten off track because the Andromedans would not stop speaking. Let us go back to your question. We apologize, Ms. Natalie. We are in collaboration. We will bring through your answer from the perspectives of all of our frequencies, if that is okay with you today.
Yes, it is okay.
Thank you. First, the angelic team would like to step forward again. They had to laugh at you because they've wanted to follow up with your first question about your guardian. They say they almost told you that your guardian was male because this is how you've always perceived it. But they decided it is in your best interest to go forward knowing that your guardian is female in energy, because this is what needs to be brought forth. You asked, what needs to be brought forth moving forward in 2024? Yes.
Mhm.
It is the feminine. It feels, okay, they show it to us like this. You say, that is one weird, funny, because I always felt my guardian as a masculine energy. That is true. You are correct, because it is what was needed when you first incarnated on Earth. It is the same guardian. The angelics can accommodate all frequencies, masculine and feminine. Do you know?
Mhm.
And you needed the masculine energies when you first incarnated. It was a protection, it was a safety that your soul was asking for to feel safe and protected on Earth. Do you see?
Mhm.
Now you do not need it. Now you realize, you understand as a soul, you do not require the masculine energy for protection. You do not require the masculine energy for safety. For you know that you are eternal. You are always safe. There is nothing to fear. What you need now is the feminine to bring you forward to birth the new earth. The male cannot do this. Do you understand? You are the birther of new earth. And therefore, you need to bring your feminine energy to the table. It is what will guide you to new earth. It is the heart. It is the channel that will bring you forth. The angelics wished for us to clarify that for you today, for they said she is not wrong. What she has always known and felt in her heart is right. We want to give her the knowing and understanding, for she will feel confused. She will feel, I didn't know my guardian was feminine. Her name is Sarah. Perhaps I have a new guardian, because that is not who I've known. Just wait, they say. You will feel the transition of your guardian's energy when the year strikes 2024. It will be the feminine awakening channels. So they wanted you to know and to listen and feel the change in your guardian, as you will feel the masculine leave and the feminine come to life. It's still the same guardian, of course, but it is the new frequencies that will be guiding you in the new adventure that lies before you. You know? Okay, so now let us ask about your other question. We are so sorry. We are all over the place with this one. Heather is going to tell us we are in trouble for this. Let us see. Yes, we all in collaboration know of your power. This is difficult to explain to you. Do you wish to have the ability to move the things with your mind, child? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, yes, you will ask the universe. You will ask all of the star beings that you choose to call on, and you will set it in motion with the asking, wanting, telling. So you can go through the exercise of putting it into energy and action. You will write it down. 2024 list. What do you all call those? My resolution list. Yes. In 2024, I wish to start to use my abilities to move things with my mind. Okay? So you put it out there. And then most importantly, you do not set restrictions. You do not write that down. And then you do not follow up in your mind with, but I don't think I can. Because if you do that, you can consider crossed out. Oh, and then you will have to write it again. Do you understand? So no restrictions. Rule number 1. Rule number 2. You have to understand what matter is. Because the human mind is going to set the restriction. The human mind is going to say that is physical matter. I'm going to somehow, with my mind energy, pick up the physical matter and move it, correct? This is what you think. This is not true. So let's back up. You need to understand that matter is all just energy. And the denser the energy, the denser the object. But it is still just energy. It is not real, do you know? Did you know that that pencil in front of you is not real? It is a coming together of energy particles that allow it to look, perceive through touch, to be real. You're literally touching energy with your finger. Did you know that? When you touch something, you're touching energy. When you are picking up something, you are elevating energy. It feels quite heavy, doesn't it? So when you realize that that is just energy and it can be scattered and reformed with your energy, this is how they show us they accomplish such tasks. And they show us, think of that pencil again, and you project your energy, high frequency energy, through your third eye. They say through their eyes too. Interesting. What else? Through their brain center, their pituitary. What are you trying to say? Let's hold on. They say your brain center. I don't think they know what's in there. Anyway, you need to project the energy that circles in the center of your brain. Apparently, they also push it through their eyes, through their third eye, and they project it onto the object. And when they do this, they allow the energy of that dense object, such as a pencil, to expand and expand and expand. Pretty soon, the particles are so minuscule, it's not perceived as an object. It is perceived as gone. Like a magician, I made the pencil disappear. Ha! Did you? No, you did not. The pencil is now scattered into smaller, lighter, higher vibrational fragments of energy. Their wavelengths sped up in speed and became shorter, and now they are out of the wavelength of perception of the human eyes. Ha! Do you know who else does this? All of you, when you leave your earth bodies. Ha! You leave and you elevate your soul energy out of the denseness. And now they say, but I can't see grandma anymore. She must be gone forever. Don't know where grandma went. Ah, grandma's right here. Calm down. And so is your pencil. Do you understand? It's a vibrational higher. So you're literally ascending the pencil. Isn't that fun? Like, oh, if I can ascend the earth, perhaps I can ascend a pencil. Yes, you can. That is why you're there. That is your gift. You are all there because you are fantastic magicians. You are all going to have a part in making the old earth disappear. Just say, where did it go? That's crazy. I thought it was just there a minute ago, like that pencil. Oh, all the star seeds are magicians. They made it disappear. So, Natalie, why don't you start practicing on the small things in your life? We like to do this with your keys already. We say, watch Natalie. She won't be able to find her keys. This will be a fun game. Watch her, watch her, watch her. And say, I swear I just put my keys right here. Where did they go? We ascended them for a moment. We'll drop them back into the density when we feel like it. We like to do that with all of you. You are welcome. Plays with your mind a little bit to get you out of your weird loops of thoughts and weird, strange earth things that you think are important. We say, why are they thinking about that? Let's snap them out of it and play a game, shall we? We like to do that. The Andromedans say they also have a large hand in messing with all of you. They say you are welcome, and they will continue to do so. So, Natalie, we are not sure if that answered your question whatsoever. This is why we are doing test runs, isn't it, Heather? Is that sufficient for your human mind, or would you like a new perspective from anyone else? You may call on them.
Well, can I just request a teacher during dream time? Maybe that would help.
Ah, yes, you may go to a council at any time you would like. Do you know this, Natalie? Natalie, you have your own council. Do you know who sits on your council?
No.
You do. Ah, you are the highest soul of your council. So every single little decision in your life, you agreed to. It was brought back to your council, in which you sit at the very front in the big chair. You have the grandest chair. We are all on your council to help guide you. So you may request teachings from yourself. We will be there to help remind you. We say remind because you already carry this aspect, knowing, understanding, as part of your soul. But as a human, we understand that that's what you agreed to have it all erased. We said, as a human, do you agree to go in? We gave you a contract. Do you agree to go in and forget it all? And you said, yes, I am powerful. I will remember everything you will see. We said, fantastic, she may go. And you signed it, signed your signature. And you were pushed in. And now you say, but I don't remember how to do that. And we all laugh at you. Because we said, we told you you would not remember anything. You said, but that's not funny. I want that power back because I know I have it. And I know that's part of me. And they say, well, come and get it, Natalie. It's yours. So yes, Natalie, we like that idea. You can, before you go to bed, set the intention with your council and say, council of my soul, please bring me to the teaching room. You can make it look like whatever you want. We're just saying that for your human mind. Please put me in the classroom that I need to be in order to learn the physics, the understandings, the knowing, the energy, the awakening to that aspect of myself, because it's really a coming back to yourself. It's not something you're learning outside of you, like we just tried to explain. It is something that already lives within inside of you. It's like asking a musician to put into words, how do you make your music? And how do you make the melodies? And where do they come from? And how do you come up with the lyrics? And how do you make it sound like that? Do you understand? It is in you already. It's not something that can be explained necessarily, for the explanation sounds quite ridiculous. We understand. You say that wasn't helpful. Yes, we understand. It's not helpful. But we had to give your brain something, or you would say, they didn't answer my question. Tell Heather, they didn't answer the question. I want to redo. So we need to give you something so your brain will say, I guess they tried. Okay, so it is a gift. Do you understand? It's a gift, like you musician. You find it within yourself. Okay, we like this. Someone else give us this example. We're going to go with it. Think about someone who naturally sits at the piano. And have you seen all of those little babies? We see them. We see there's little videos on your TikTok. This vessel shows us this in this brain. We found it. And so the little baby is on the piano. They're playing songs like Mozart. And they're like, oh my goodness, this baby's a genius. Wow. Is the baby a genius? Well, most likely, yes, for human standards. But it's that baby's soul, of course. All of you would look at that baby and say, that baby didn't learn that in the human mind. And that baby came to earth with that from a past experience, from a past what you call life. Yes, it is a knowing. And you say, can you teach my baby to do that? Because my baby should do that too. And I'd like you to put that into words. How did you teach my baby how to do that? That is how we feel when you ask us, how do I do that? I say, I don't think that can be taught. We're not sure. We just know that that baby has it in it. It came to earth with it, and it's using its ability because someone continued to sit at the piano with that baby. Someone continued to allow that baby to explore, and nobody told the baby they couldn't do that. Did you know that? Nobody sat there and said, excuse me, baby, you look to be 6 months old. You cannot play the piano. Because you are in a human body and we don't know that you know the rules. Okay? So what we're telling you is the same thing. No one tells you you cannot do that. In a human body, those are their rules that they play by. So when a star child comes to earth and they say, oh Lord, that child's a pure genius. I know, that's a star child. They are showing the humans what is possible, what is beyond their mind, because their minds have laid up very strict guidelines as to what it is to be human. Do you understand? You obviously are not human, so you are going to sit at that piano like that baby, and you are going to remember who you are. You are going to bring that gift, and you are going to practice, and you are going to practice, and you're going to practice until you have the aha. Do you think that baby sat at the piano and played Mozart the first time? No. Okay. Same goes to you. Do you understand? So you are going to, yes, you're going to ask your counselor, you're going to ask your teacher, you're going to request this from the universe. Because when you request it, it amplifies that energy ball, that DNA within all of the bundles of aspects within yourself already. And it allows it to shine. It allows it to come to life. It's as if you came with a lot in your suitcase to Earth. And Earth has all of the different weather and regions. Yes, it has the beach. It has the snow. It has everything in between. Well, what do you want to go experience? You are prepared for all of the things you brought. Do you want to put on your bathing suit and lay in the sun? Do you want to go put on your snowsuit and go skiing? You came with it all in your suitcase already. You have to say, I am ready to go and utilize this. Ah, my bikini. I brought it. I should probably wear it, huh? Lots of humans don't like to wear their bikinis. We're just kidding. We're messing with all of you. All of these females say, oh, good Lord, don't put on the bikinis. Yes, we think it's funny. But we're saying, utilize what you brought to Earth when you want to use it. And this is something that you get to utilize. It is not magic. It's not a power outside of yourself. It's within you. You brought it to Earth. Now feel it. Do you think that baby's thinking about how to play Mozart? No. It's coming from baby's soul. It's who that baby is. You do the same thing with this gift. Does that help you?
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Joan, you're up again.
There we go. Can you hear?
Oh, hang on a second.
Hear me?
You're cutting out a little bit, Joan.
Okay.
Let's give it just a second.
Okay.
There
Maybe
you
if I
go.
move.
I think you're good now. Go ahead.
Okay. This one is about myself and my daughter.
Patty has so many health problems that sometimes I'm afraid I'm going to lose her. She's in a lot of pain quite often. What is my mission or soul contract with my daughter in this lifetime?
Hello, we are here as your angel team today. We are going to see if they want us to stick around. Our energy was pulled forth first. Let us gather information about Penny today.
Thank you.
First, we would like to show you, as you already know, that she is a beautiful soul. She has a large heart. She's very loving. She loves you very much. She's so appreciative of all of the love and care that you've been giving her. She feels it every time you give her words of encouragement. You give her the strength to continue, Mom. You need to know that. You are a pillar. You are the support beam of your family. Without the support beam, it crumbles, doesn't it? You have always been this for all of them. She is holding on to her support beam, and it is you. So first, on a human level, we want you to see this. And we want you to not grow frustrated with her. We want you to have compassion in this scenario. We will ask her soul in a moment more. We will uncover the why, but we want to show you the energy she is projecting first.
Thank you.
She feels grateful. She knows without you, she would leave. She would have left. She's here for you, Mom. She doesn't want to disappoint you. She doesn't want to give up on you. She says, my mom is so strong. I can't be the one to crumble and leave first. That is her energy. Now we are going to talk to her soul and ask what it has to tell you. She won't come through directly. We are asking her to, but she does not wish to, for she shows us two things happening here. She wants you to understand that, yes, you are correct in thinking that some of this is for the growth for her soul. That is true. This is initially what it was for. So all of the souls have points in their life in which they can receive a lesson, and it is given to them at their request because they know their soul's power. They know what their soul is lacking and where they wish to expand. And her soul says, I asked for this initially, and I was growing from it. But the embarrassment comes from her getting stuck. She says, I didn't mean to get stuck in this lesson, Mom. I'm so sorry. I thought I could be stronger. I thought that this lesson I could get through easily because I am strong soul. I am much like you. But life has tethered me to the lesson. Let us try to ask what is tethering her to the lesson. Just a moment. She shows us many, many, many strings of, we'll call it energy, connected to people around her that have tethered her to this lesson, to this energy, that have weighed her down. It is not you, by the way. You are not one of the strings.
Thank you.
It is other family, her family, friends. We want to call them co-worker people, people that she coerces with. It is a lot around her, we wish you to know. A lot has attached, but we want to show all of you that this is your power. You are the ones who choose what strings, what cords of energy you allow to get stuck, attached to you. Did you all know that? It is not something that others can project or put or attach to you without you accepting the cord. So Mother, she has decided to accept all of these cords because she felt she could help them. But she didn't realize she was in the middle of her own lesson at the time, and that she would need her strength to lift herself up out of it. And so now she is trying to overcome her own lesson while feeding through the energetic cords all of these souls that she has allowed attached to her. Do you see? So it got heavier and heavier and heavier. She says, Mom, I can't get over it. I can't lift myself up out of it. I don't know why. We're going to ask her soul what she wants to know. We want you to tell her something from us, please. She needs to hear the words. She needs to hear that none of those people, places, circumstances, things are her responsibility. Not one. Not one. She says, but what about this person? They are my family. No, they are not your responsibility. They are their own soul on their own journey of light. The object of the game is to find light in the dark. And you do not rely on another's flashlight for a long term. You need to relight your own. We do not appreciate when someone puts out your light. That is not fair, is it? So she needs to cut all of the cords of energy, of responsibility that she feels surrounding her, whether that be through relationships, through finances, through friendships, in any way that she feels pulled, that she feels smothered, that she feels exhausted. And you can tell her, you can say, do you know how you find your cords? This is easy to do. We want her to evaluate every aspect of her life. And when she says a word, we want her to feel how that word makes her feel. Let us have a fun example for you. This will be fun for all of you who have been on Earth long enough to feel these emotions. Are you ready? Let's play a game together. Okay, first one that all of you can connect to. This will be fun. We're going to say the word, and we want all of you to see if you feel power sucked from you or if you feel power given to you. You ready? A bill in the mail. How do you all feel? Ah, don't you feel the sucking of energy from your solar plexus, the drop in your heart? Yes, that is an energetic cord that the dark has created to suck from you. So, she can do this when anything and everything. She can say a person's name out loud. Every single person in your life that has any interaction with you, or even if it's someone you know that you think of or they think of you, this is an energy interaction. This is a give and a take, a push and a pull. And so we want you to say the name, say the circumstance, my job, my location, my friendship with this person, my relationship with my spouse, my relationship with my kids. And I want you to say these things. And then we want you to feel, does it suck from me? Do I feel that pit in my stomach? Do I feel that drop in my heart? Or do I smile? Am I filled with love and energy from that person's or that place or that circumstance's energy? And this is how you will identify what is literally sucking the life force energy from you and what is providing. And the things that are sucking the life force energy, we need you to cut those cords because you do not need them. They are of the lower vibration. So all of you now are thinking, well, how can I cut the cord with the bill in the mail? I would like to know the secret, please. Yes. Everybody had that thought at the same time. So we are going to show you. It is easy. You literally will think of that bill in front of your face, the dreaded bill that you don't wish to arrive in the mail or online. Yes, we see that a lot of you receive your bills online too. Okay, and then you will ask yourself, how big is this cord? And where is it attached to my soul? Does it steal my power in my solar plexus? Does it uproot me because I feel the fear of losing my house if I don't pay this bill? And my root chakra is affected by this bill coming every single month? Is it my mind? So you can go through and do a little fun game with yourself, and you can feel where it's sucking the energy from yourself. And then you can lay down at night. And we want you to envision all of the things you want to cut. Just do one at a time. And we want you to literally cut the energy cord with a knife, some scissors, a chainsaw, whatever it is that you need in order to cut it. We want you to cut every last thread. And know that sometimes they pop up again, and they pop up again. And I want you to cut and cut and cut and cut until the day arrives and you go to your mailbox and you pull out that bill. And when you look at it, guess what happens for the very first time? There's no energy exchange. It doesn't have the power over your energy anymore. It's not sucking the life force from your very soul to thrive off of. Do you understand? And you'll say, but that's not real. I'll still have the bill. But will you? You all need to realize you are keeping those things in motion. When you learn that you are more powerful than the third dimensional space, you will find that miracles will happen. And we want you to know this for your daughter too, because she may think, I'm doomed. I can't move forward. It's too much. It's too heavy. Well, she's well enough to lay in her bed and cut cords in her mind and in her soul, isn't she?
Yes.
That is all that she needs to heal herself. And when she starts to cut all of these cords and work on it and believe in it and send love and appreciation to the people, places, and things that taught her a lesson, that are that no longer needed in her life, and she sends them away with love and gratitude. We do not send them away with hate. We do not push them away and cut the cord and kick them in the rear on the way. No, they all were there to learn a lesson, to serve a purpose in our life, to show us our power. And so as we cut the cord, we send them with love. We send it with gratitude and say, thank you for what you've shown me. Thank you for being my greatest teacher. The greatest teachers are the ones that usually feel like they're the heaviest. But when then you overcome it and realize, I have learned that lesson. Why am I still hanging on to my greatest teacher? I don't need it. I am the teacher now. And you cut the cord, and you will find true miracles start to occur in your life because you are not tethering yourself to the third dimensional space of reality. You will be allowed to be elevated. And in the fifth dimension, do you have a bill in your mail? Of course not. For you don't have to pay to be free. You are already free. You are already healthy. The only thing that is keeping these vessels ill is the thought or fear that you think that you have to keep suffering, but you don't. It is your right to stop whenever you choose. So, Mom, we want to show you that she does have the power and she does have the choice to overcome this if she is ready to hear this. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, thank you.
Anything else on that, Joan, or do you feel like you got enough?
Is there anything that I can personally do? I would give her this, but then is there any energies that can be channeled to her or to help her even more?
Yes and no. First,
Okay.
we are going to say to you what we said to her. You have to drop the responsibility of her soul. Yes, you are her mother in this life incarnation, but you cannot hold the responsibility for her. Because if you do, she will not let go of the pillar. She will not let go of that support beam. And if she does not let go of the support beam because you are holding the responsibility, then she will never stand on her own 2 feet. She will wrap her legs around your foot and you will drag her around with you. And she will not get up. Why should she get up if her mother is there to drag her around? So energetically, we are asking you to release from your heart the responsibility that you feel to heal her. That is number 1. Number 2, yes, you are very powerful. You hold the ability to help heal her. But we say yes and no, because as we have brought through in others' questions, her soul has free will. Her soul is at the point where it has to make a choice, doesn't it? She's just sitting there holding on to your leg right now. She doesn't want to disappoint you. She's holding on for dear life. But she has to make a decision. She's sitting in limbo. So if she decides to heal herself, to lift the weight of the world off of her, so she may stay longer, then and only then will your beautiful healing energy be allowed into her field to fill her soul with love, to fill her soul with healing. But as it stands now, Mother, she does not have the door open to receive the gift of healing. Do you understand?
Yes.
So it is up to her. Do not put it on yourself. Do not carry the weight. Allow her to stand up. And when you see the switch occur where she says, okay, I want to stay longer. I want to experience the ascension that I came for in the first place. I want to do this with my mother, but I want to do it standing, and I want to do it proud, and I want to do it feeling great. And when she says that and she takes your hand and becomes your equal and is not the scared child on the floor, then you send her the love, you send her the healing, and she is in full acceptance of it. And you will both be grateful. But this is her decision, Mother. Allow her the time. She will be forced to make the decision soon, for she cannot stay in limbo. For the energies will be shifting soon, and she needs to be on one side or the other. She cannot be in both. But breathe. Know that all will be okay. You will be reunited again, no matter what she decides. Nothing is ever lost, is it? You will all be together. Just smile and know that all is okay. And when this ascension is through, you will have access to her in all ways again.
Anything else, Joan? No. Okay. All right. Emily, you okay? You need a drink of water or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, good. Let's move to Tressa. You ready?
Yes.
All right.
First, I just want to say thank you to all of you here and all of you on the Starship. This has been a most wonderful day. And then I'd like to say my day started out with tears, but they were happy tears. I had a gift, and then my son wrote some words to me, and he gave me one of the best gifts is that he sees me, um, sees my light, I should say, and he said that. And that was a true gift for me and just brought me tears and so much joy. And that's something I strive to give others. The question I have is I know we have a strong connection. What can I still do, or what can I do to help my son as long as I'm here yet on earth, or is there something I can do for him yet?
We are here. We are all collaborating. We are in appreciation of your soul as well. He is a fun soul. Do you know he is not serious at all?
No, I don't know that.
He hides it. He's not a serious soul. He is quite funny and bouncy, but he shows us a different facade. It's like he's hiding. We watch him and we say, "Why are you hiding?" When he says, "Because if they knew who I was and how I really am, They might make fun of me. They might judge me. Did you know Earth people judge a lot? We say, yeah, we've noticed. And he says, this is hard because Earth has told me that I am a male. And Earth has told me I need to be tough. I need to be strong. I should not show emotion. I should not open myself up, for if you open yourself up, someone will stab you in the back. This is what he shows us. But it is funny to us, the duality, because he is funny. He is light. Let us find an analogy for your heart will think it's funny because you will say, what? Not my son. Yes, we need you to see him in a new light. This is what we're trying to tell you. We're going to give you the understanding of who he is truly, deep, deep down as a pure soul, without any of the aspects. Deep into his soul, not the different wardrobes he puts on, not the different faces that he presents, but his inner self, his inner core, huh, Julie? His inner core. Who is he? He's a ball of bouncing energy light. And when you get to see who he is, we wish you to project this onto him. And just as he gave you the gift today, he gave you that brilliant gift of saying, Mom, I see you. You said that. He sees me. And that means more to me than anything on this earth. Well, we want you to return the favor to him. I see you. I know who you are. And I'm going to allow you to be that and to be comfortable being that when you are in my presence. And this will be the gift that I give you. It's like opening a door for him. Okay, do you understand that concept before we explain who he is more?
Yes.
Perfect. They're all throwing different examples at us. Hold on. They say, oh, we'll just tell you all, and then you can pick or choose for it. It might be more fun. Okay, one group shows us, this is very odd, shows us gumball machine, that his soul is like a gumball machine, they say. You say you put the quarter in and you spin it and you have no idea what color you're going to get. Some days he is yellow, some days he is green, some days he is blue, yes? But he shows us that he has a lot more pinks and purples in there than he lets people know. He says, oh no, my machine does not have pink and purple. Yes, it does. And it has a lot of them, and it's full of light, and it's full of love. Okay, that was one random example from I don't know where. And then now some group is projecting the image of a golden retriever jumping through a prairie. Yes, that's what they show us. That he is so happy inside. He is a happy, content, do-gooder soul. That's how we'll put it. It's as if his only worry is trying to jump through the prairie, the weeds. His only worry is to try to chase the specks of dust in the sunlight. It's as if he's free and he's just love. He's just love. He's just a ball of love. We're trying to get this. We got the bright ball of beautiful pink gumball love, and then we have the beautiful ball of the golden retriever love. It's Let's ask if any other group has a ridiculous image for us. Just a moment. It's got to be the Andromedans. They are showing us a dog trying to chase a squirrel. It's like chasing a squirrel on the best sunny day, they say. Ah, the Andromedans, they're so funny. They say this brings our heart so much joy. They say there's a squirrel, there's a squirrel, there's a squirrel. And they're running up the tree and they don't know that they can't catch the squirrel. They don't care. It's just fun. Just brings their heart joy to chase the squirrel. They show us this excitement, this love, this bounciness, this playfulness, as if he doesn't, as a soul, take anything too seriously, for he understands that it's not necessary. Okay, so then we will show you the duality, that the life that he projects, that he stepped into now, feels as if he wanted to feel the opposite, to take life a little more seriously, to feel some of the heaviness of life, to feel what people were talking about. This is how this feels to us. He says, I don't understand as a soul. He's sitting here. I don't understand what they're talking about. So I will ask for that and I will play through it. Does that make sense, Mother? It is putting on, yes, good. It is putting on that suit that everybody said I wore that suit and I've been through there. It was like they were the other souls that had been to Earth. This is quite funny, actually. He was going to incarnate and they said, oh, you bouncy, happy, fun soul. You don't even realize how hard it is, they said. They said, you don't understand the hardships. It's very serious. This is a serious situation. When you go to Earth, it is a serious situation. And you have to dress a certain way and act a certain way. And you can't show your emotions and you have to shove it all in and you got to take it with you. And you don't know what we're talking about because you have it easy. Because you don't hold that. And he says, oh yeah, fine. Then I will incarnate and I'll put on your suit of ridiculous worries and heaviness. And I'll put on that suit of pretending that I don't care. And I'll put it on. And I will see how it feels. And now he's in it. But Mother, you need to know, that's not him at all. That's not him at all. You put on that suit as a challenge. It's like one of your YouTube challenges. Oh, Starseeds, we have a YouTube challenge on Earth. You need to go to Earth and complete this ridiculous challenge and then come back and tell us how it felt. And you all did it. That's funny. Not all of you. A lot of you got here and said, that's ridiculous. I'm not playing that. So Mother, we want you to see past the suit that he was challenged to take on. And when you do that, and you see into his beautiful, bright, glowing, happy, cheerful, unweighted, joyous soul that we see him as clearly, and you shine that projection back to him, that will awaken that within him. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, we will give you one more example, for all of the group needs to realize how powerful it is when you project an image to another soul. So use it wisely. Let's just give you an example. Say you are very not a nice soul, okay? None of you are this. So we understand none of you would do this, but we need to show you. Because you have all been on the receiving end of this. You have all at one point said, oh, I don't feel good about myself. That's weird. So say a soul comes up to you with a fake smile of the human, says, oh, hi, it's nice to see you today. Just say it's your neighbor, okay? Oh, nice to see you today. And you say, yes, you too. And you're thinking, oh, they look nice. I like them to be my neighbor. They are sweet. And in the neighbor's mind, they're thinking, Aw, you stupid neighbor. I always hear your loud music, and I don't like you. And I hate your children because they play too loudly at night. Blah, 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 blah. And they have all of this dark energy that they're throwing at you and they're projecting it to you. And this is the picture that they're painting about you. And then you both smile and they say something fake to you and you smile and you go, they were smiling, but I feel some weird energy from them. And you walk away and go, ugh, and you shake it off. That was projected energy onto you. And now you walk away and you feel less than. And you go into your house and your kids are loud and you go, ugh, why are my kids being so loud? And it didn't bother you 2 minutes before the interaction. But that human projected that energy into your head. And now you take that and you become it. Did you know that? Yeah, be careful who you surround yourself with, yes? So we are showing you that as an example because you can do the opposite, which is beautiful. Just like your son did for you today. Did he not awaken that part of your soul? Yes, he did. And you smiled and your heart got happy and your heart grew bigger like the Grinch. It got really big. Just kidding. You did not start off as the Grinch, but it grew 3 sizes that day. Yes, that's you. Now, because your heart is so big, because he did that for you, now you get to go do it for him. So this is all you have to do. It's very simple, very basic. And it will turn into him dropping that suit, the challenge suit that he took on. All you have to do is you need to do the opposite of what the neighbor in the example did. So you need to send him the thoughts, the love, the energy. You need to say in your mind, I see you, son. You are so vibrant and happy, and you do not carry the weight of the world. And we want you to project this as much and as often as you can. And just put it out there and put it out there and put it out there and put it out there. And he receives it, he receives it, he receives it, he receives it. And pretty soon, he starts to know it. And he says, oh, and he starts to smile more and he starts to lighten up. And when he's in your energy, because you were the creator of that energy field, he feels happy. He feels safe. He feels welcomed. He feels joyous. He feels like he could go catch a squirrel, and that's all that matters in his day. And he doesn't have to play the human suit. And you allowed it for him, Mother. You did that for him. The power of your thoughts about another soul is very, very strong and can change a soul's life path. Do you understand? You hold so much love for this child, this soul in your heart. You can literally change his life path. You all can do this for your loved ones. You can too, Joan. They did not mention that. This is powerful. You can create the change in their mind by reminding them who they are. And as long as it is truth, it can truly make a forever change. Do you see? Does that make sense?
Yes, definitely.
Very good.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Get everything you need with that.
Yes.
Okay. I got a lot out of it. I think we probably all did with that one. That was a good one. Wonderful. All right, let's see. Julie, you're up. You ready?
Yeah, I just first want to say I've had a migraine since I got up at 4. And I don't know if it's because I've had some dairy and some gluten this week, but I didn't know if I can get some kind of energetic reading. I don't know if it's frequencies coming through, but I have had spouts of time where I had a lot of headaches that were pretty debilitating, and I don't know what's up with that, but I thought it was kind of boring to go
Is
into for the whole
is that
group.
your question for
Well,
them,
I
or
didn't know if anybody else is experiencing this today. They said some energies were coming through, but I started feeling it at 4 o'clock this morning. If it's real quick, I had a different question I wanted to ask, but it's really concerning me because it's not going away, and it usually goes
okay?
away after a couple
Well,
hours.
what's the question that you want to
The
ask
other
the
question
guides?
was, do I have to keep going it alone because none of my family's waking up? My mother listens to me, but the rest of the family, they just, they aren't waking up at all. And I'm just tired of going it alone, and I want to get out, and I know my guides wanted me to find somebody to take my cat so that I could actually go somewhere once in a while, but I don't want to get rid of all of them. I only took one in, she had the kittens, and so I had four. Um, but I put flyers out at the vets and other places, and I just can't seem to get at least two of them rehomed, but they said they would help that. But that's the main thing. I just kind of wanted an energetic reading of what's going on, and if it's a leaky brain from leaky gut, leaky brain, because I've been kind of working on that, but that's the human aspect of it. It might be something else. I don't know. It's just really debilitating today for some reason. And I didn't know if I could get just a message answer from my higher self at all. I know I've heard from the Arcturians a lot, but just I've just had it kind of rough.
Okay. So maybe if we can understand what's creating the headaches, if there's anything that the guides can share, and also if you're going to be on this path alone. Is that
Thank you.
okay?
You
Yeah,
too, baby.
I'll let the guides, and if they need any additional clarification, they can just ask. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Hello, Julie. We are your angel team today.
Hello.
We are stepping forward because we feel that you need to be heard. You have been told many times by your star groups, but we are laughing because it is a back and forth with us and them. They see only your soul. You need to know this. They cannot connect to the human. Julie, do you understand? It is very hard for them to perceive the third dimensional space. Their frequencies do not allow it. So we are here to be the go-between. We are here because we feel and hear you. You are worried as a human. They say, she is not a human. She does not need to act like a human, right? But you are hurt by this because you say, I am a human too. I am choosing to have a human aspect now. And I am feeling all of the physical things that a human feels on their journey in the physical vessel. The human journey does include the physical vessel. It is a large part of the human journey, and that was the point of the density in the first place, to experience life in a dense physical vessel that requires a lot of your time and attention. It is just like a vehicle that you cannot keep driving the vehicle without putting some time and attention into it. You have to change the oil. You have to put in the gas. You have to allow it some downtime. You cannot run it 24 hours a day or the engine will stop. This is the same as the physical vessel. And this is a large part of experiencing the human life. But we want to show you, Julie, that this is not. We agree with your guides, and we will try to fill in the gaps where your human mind needs to feel heard and taken care of today. You do need to see that the energy that will not leave your mind, it is first we want to say not damaging. You are okay. There is nothing wrong with you. You need to know this and you need to feel it. You need to accept it. For when you continue to worry, when you continue to put in the vibration into your vessel, is something wrong? Is something wrong? Is something wrong? That is a vibrational energy that will create lower vibrational energy. Lower vibrational energy is very dense, and therefore it is heavy, hard to move out of your body. We are trying to ask your soul. Yes, you show us it occurred from you had, you are a thinker. Let's put it this way. You show us you constantly have the mind running. You constantly have the energy swirling in the brain, the human brain. And you don't understand your power, and you overrun your circuits a lot. You fry the circuit board. And so at 4 a.m., you say, the worst headache. Where did this come from? Did I eat something? Did I drink something? Something leaking over here? Am I leaking oil, you ask? Just kidding. You ask all these questions. No, Julie, it is you. You were spinning that mind all night long. And you never really rested. Does that make sense? And so the human vessel is amazing. When you overstimulate the human vessel, the human nervous system, did you know it has its own safety pole? It will, like on your treadmills, when you get going too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast, and pretty soon you can't keep up with the treadmill and you have that safety belt clipped to your shirt in case you run yourself out of control, in case you put yourself on a speed that's too much for your legs because your mind, your soul is faster than your physical vessel. This is what your problem is, Julie. Then the human body was designed to pull it, and it pulls that safety belt, that safety cord. And guess what happens to your nervous system? You get flip-flopped into, they call it parasympathetic nervous system. Extreme parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest, as you all know it, because you couldn't balance it yourself. What symptoms are caused by extreme parasympathetic that your body had to shove you into or you would implode? Headaches, migraines, throwing up, vomiting, fever. Do you see? You all say, what is wrong with me? I don't feel good. There must be something really wrong. There must be something really wrong. No, something is very right. What is very right is that your beautifully made innate system took over and pulled the emergency cord and said, enough, you have to stop. You are going to burn out the electrical circuit. And it took the power away from you so that you would rest, so that you would turn off that mind. You say, but I'm trying to think and it physically hurts my brain. Yes, that is your safety measure of your body. No more thinking. You have to allow it to reset. And so when you allow yourself to sleep, to turn off that mind, to turn off the spinning energy, and bring yourself back into balance. Then the nervous system will reboot. Your eyes will open and you will say, ah, the migraine went away. I feel so much better. Perfect. Now don't start the process again. Don't turn up the speed on that treadmill and go, oh, I'm off and running. We know you, Julie. You like to do that. Don't do that. Take it calm. Take it easy. Let yourself build up the momentum. Don't go too fast too soon. Do you understand? There's nothing wrong with your physical body. Everything is right. It is doing exactly what it was designed to do. So thank your vessel. Say, I am sorry I shoved you into emergency mode, but I am going to allow you the rest. I'm going to get off this call in a moment. I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to have a snack to stabilize my blood sugar because your blood sugar is not in alignment and is also creating migraine. And I'm going to stabilize it with healthy, beautiful foods. And I'm going to lay down and I'm going to shut the world off and I'm going to turn off my computer. I'm going to turn off my tablet. I'm going to turn off my phone and I'm going to truly allow my system to reset. Do you understand?
Yes. I thought that's what it was doing at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I don't think of things when I go to bed. I thought that was a good rest date, but that's what they start like in the morning instead of during the day. That's why it's weird.
You never stop, Julie. You do not turn off. And this is a part of your learning because you do not realize that the human vessel cannot hold all of your energy. It's hard for you. We understand. We are listening to you. We are feeling into your body. And you feel as though the human body has forsaken you. But it is literally trying to keep up with you. Do you understand? It's like you need two of them. You need two human bodies to hold the capacity in which you choose to exist. So part of your learning here is learning how to slow down. You say, but my migraine was triggered in the middle of the night, so your explanation holds no value. You need to learn something. You need to learn that all the energy that you expel during the day is leading up to your nighttime restfulness. And so you say, I laid down and I was quiet. Why didn't my nervous system follow suit? Well, Julie, you were going 10,000 miles per hour the day before, and your poor nervous system was doing all the work. It was firing and firing and firing and firing and firing and producing adrenaline and producing more cortisol and more cortisol and more cortisol and more cortisol and more adrenaline as you started to worry about everything, as you started to think about everything. And you flooded your physical body with an exuberant amount of electrical energy and chemicals and neurotransmitters, and then you laid down and you said, there, physical body, I'm going to go to sleep and I should have the most restful night. Good night. And you closed your eyes. But the physical body doesn't work that way, Julie. You need to see that the physical body holds everything that you told it, everything emotionally that you experienced, everything on a physical level that you put in it, took out of it, didn't put in it, etc., right? And then you laid down, and now you think that the physical body is just going to completely dissipate all of the cortisol that you built up, all of the adrenaline, all of the left brain firing of the sympathetic nervous system. Do you think that it's just going to turn off and all will be forgiven? Oh no, the human body keeps the score. And that is part of the lesson. You all say, I want to wake up the next morning and all will be clean. The slate will be fresh. Ah, but the human body accumulates and accumulates and accumulates, doesn't it? If you don't release the emotions, what does it do? It accumulates them until it turns into a ball of dis-ease. If you don't release and take care of your body with correct foods and exercise, you wake up day after day after day feeling more sluggish, less energy. Now pull the hamstring walking to your mailbox. So what's wrong with this physical body? Oh, it accumulated. You did not do the work to take care of that physical vessel. And this occurs on all planes of existence. So Julie, for you, you overran your nervous system, your hormonal system, and then you laid down. And guess what? Energetically, at 4 o'clock in the morning, you woke up to your surprise. Surprise! That's what you've created for yourself over the last couple of days. Not a fun package to open at 4 in the morning, and you say, this must have been from something I ate. We disagree. So we want you to not think of it as an incident and what created this one thing. We need to think of it as a whole picture of your body. What are you creating for yourself to wake up to the next day? Are you going to like the package that you wake up to, that you've created over the last couple days, months, and even years? To wake up to the surprise one morning? What surprises are you giving yourselves? That's the question. These are all gifts from yourself. And these packages, when you open them, especially at 4 in the morning, are there to awaken you. Hello, good morning. We have a surprise. You tried to shove all of this into you and thought that the body didn't keep score. Surprise, on Earth, it very much keeps score, and it will drive you crazy how much it keeps score. That one cookie put on 5 pounds keeps score. We are just kidding. We like to play with all the females in the group, but you understand that what you give your body, it will give back. Do you see? So we are saying to you, this is just a way for your body to say, Julie, please slow down. Please give me rest. Please allow me to be taken care of for a couple days, for I have been overrun and I had to pull the emergency cord. It is overwhelming. And for you, the migraine occurs in the middle of the night because you finally switched over to parasympathetic. And when doing so, the body could finally go into a deeper healing. Do you understand? The body will not do that when you're firing fight or flight, fight or flight, fight or flight all day long. So in the middle of the night, and you finally switch out of that left brain, and you finally go into parasympathetic, it will bless you with an overexertion of parasympathetic so that you may heal. So do you get scared when you have a fever? Do you get scared when you throw up? Yes, it's a little scary to the human mind, but we promise you this is all a great gift of the human nervous system as a great quick reset. Would you like a headache for the next month, or would you like a migraine for the next 24 hours? They granted you the quick migraine. Get it done, lay down, rest, reset, allow the body what it's asking for. And the next time this is triggered, you have to go back and evaluate. Was I going too fast? Was I doing too much? Did I have too many emotions? Did I try to take on the world in all 124 hours? Most likely, yes, because that's what you do. So we want you to look at this as a blessing. Realize that there's nothing wrong with your human vessel. There is nothing wrong with your human vessel. There is nothing wrong with your human vessel. We need you to hear this today because you have created a lot of worry in yourself. And it is keeping it going. It is keeping the fight or flight. It is turning the nervous system back on. And then your poor nervous system says, I have to turn on extreme parasympathetic again and create a headache. Oh, maybe if she doesn't stop, I'll make her throw up. That way, it can be extreme parasympathetic. And we can vomit out the energy that she keeps shoving in. So don't make your body do that. Breathe. Allow it peace. Put on some nice music. Turn off everything. Go to your happy place. Eat something nourishing and relax, and you will find that your body will thank you and you will be rebalanced soon.
Okay, well, thank you. We have bills to pay, so we have to work, and that's the only job that I have right now is Uber Eats deliveries, and I'm just running myself as much as I can to pay my bills. So, but I gotta slow down, I guess.
You have to slow down in your
I
mind.
need exercise. I'm sitting too long.
You have to use your mind. You have to slow it down. It's too fast, Julie. Everything that you just said took a lot of energy. You don't understand how strong your energy is. You need to realize that power. You need to harness it for yourself. Work on the core. Work on it during your deliveries. Speak kindly to yourself. Tell yourself all of the things that your guide shared with you earlier. No more negative self-talk, Julie. You have to believe this about yourself, and when you believe it about yourself, the world around you is going to reflect it. This is truth, Julie. This is not make-believe. This is truly how the world works. So do not put out your worries and put out your worries and put out your worries. In the 2 seconds that it took you to tell us 5 different worries, you created more adrenaline for your headache. Do you wish to proceed with more headaches? No, you have created your own headache, you know. So we want you to stop. We want you to reverse. Every single time you let out a doubt, let out a worry, tell people your story, but this is going wrong, and this is going wrong, and this is going wrong. No, you cannot keep doing that. You cannot. It is time for you to stop. You are trying to find your power, so find it. It is time for you to say no. I am healthy. I am abundant. I am a bright, shining soul. I have love to give everyone. Everything works out for me perfectly. Every time I ask the universe for something, it responds and gives me exactly what I want. Everything in my life aligns perfectly. Do you see? I attract relationships that I desire. I attract the support in my life that I desire. And I am very good at attracting this support. People are drawn to me because of my beautiful energy. These are the thoughts that need to occur in your head. And even if they are not occurring now, we need you to make an affirmations tape, CD, whatever you do there. And we need you to put it on while you're doing your work. And you need to hear yourself say it over and over and over. And do not correct yourself, because we know you, Julie. You will say, aha, yeah, but that's not true because blah, 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 blah. No, you're not allowed to talk. And we want your voice to be saying it, because maybe you won't interrupt your own voice. Because you don't believe others. You say, no, that's not true. You don't know me. You don't know my life. It's not true. Not true. Nope, don't talk. I don't want your input. You don't understand my life. I have all this going on and you have no idea. And nobody can really understand me. But guess what? You can understand you. So you put your voice on a recording and you put everything on there that you wish to become true. And you listen to it 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 until you believe yourself. No one else can tell you. You only can tell yourself. This is how you're going to overrunning your own physical vessel, is through telling yourself and believing yourself and plugging yourself back in and filling yourself up from your own very core. And then your life changes. But no one here can do this for you. No one here can take these burdens. No one here can show you your light. That is within you, Julie. And you empower yourself. So starting today, when you find yourself saying something out loud, "Do not have a home for my cats," you are telling someone your worry. Write it down. I have found a home for every cat that I wish to adopt out. And then you put it on your CD. I have an abundance of people who would like to adopt my beautiful cats that will free me from this responsibility so that I may move forth and not feel tethered to where I am, period. And then you have another thought and you say it out loud. Oh, but I am sick and I have to work. Oh, okay, okay. Let's go back. Let's write it down. I have brilliant health. I never get sick. And I am making masses amount of money. Masses. Make it as big as you want. Money is just energy. It's not a thing. It doesn't matter. You want a lot? Great. Create that for yourself. And then you put it on your tape. Pretty soon you have a full hour of affirmations from yourself. And then you listen to yourself and you listen to yourself and you listen to yourself. And we tell you this because you will listen if it's from you. We know this, so you need to do it. And that way, you cannot say to your own voice, yes, but you don't understand, because that voice on that recording, it knows you all. Okay, we hope that helps you today.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we're going to go with Patricia, and then we'll do final messages. Is everybody okay on time? Does anybody need to scoot out? Everybody's good still? Okay. All right. All right, Patricia, go right ahead.
Thank you. I just want to thank the guides for their phenomenal lessons in teaching us how to love our human vessels, because our light can't shine if we don't take care of our human vessels. And that was a very, very valuable lesson that you shared with all of us today. And I want to thank you for that. I wanted to know if it's possible for you today to share with me who my main soul guide is. I've always felt a very strong connection to Mother Mary. Can you let me know why? Thank you.
Hello, Patricia, darling. We are very excited for you to be here today. We feel the love and appreciation from your heart as you take in all of the different messages from all of the different beautiful guides. We are grateful that you have the understanding that others are trying to portray, for it will expand all of you, for you all hold the insecurities of the human, yes, because you are in their bodies. And it's a lesson that you all get to overcome. Fun, isn't it? Okay, let us ask. Let's see if we can, this is an interesting one for all of you to know. You know, it's so funny as we get some of these questions, we even tend to tiptoe, which is quite hilarious because we do not tiptoe. We just come out and tell you the truth, don't we? And even now, do you know where the hesitation comes from? It comes from this vessel that we are trying to go through. So that's quite funny to us. We pull up the information for you and we go to say it and we feel a block of flow and we say, where is that block coming from? It's not us. And we say, oh, funny, the vessel has a block of hesitation. For they say on the earth, we probably shouldn't say this to people, huh? Interesting. We just wanted to put that out there, as some of you may have the same reaction. Some of you have listened to all of the religious teachings, yes, growing up, and you hold these beliefs strongly within your soul. Even if you have come to a place where you have evolved from them, still carries an energetic block. Interesting. So that's what we're detecting. We just thought we will tell you that because we will bring through the information for this beautiful soul, and some of you will go, oh, how dare they say that? That is sacred. Nobody is allowed to be attached to that in that way. Maybe you won't say it's like that. Okay. All right. So we will proceed. Let us see how we can portray this well. This is a hard one to describe. Okay, we're going to try to break it into groups until we can figure out how this makes sense in your human mind, because we put it through this mind and the mind says it doesn't make sense. We say, oh, it doesn't? Okay. Let's start off. We will just start spilling things off and then we'll try to find our way back. That's how we like to do it, right, Heather? We'll just put everything out there and then we'll come back around perhaps. Okay, child. So see, this is where this vessel is so hesitant to say this. We're going to break through. We are going to just say it, vessel. Just say it. That Jesus, as you knew him, is Arcturian. Ha! She said it. Good for her. Everybody should clap for her because she was like, don't say it. Don't say it. Everybody will judge it and they won't like it and they will think this and that and this, and you can't say that he's an alien. Okay.
I would say we agree. We agree. This has come through many
Beautiful.
times in sessions.
Oh, wow.
Perfect. So we would like to show you, you have very, very strong energy attached to Jesus's family. Mary is a guide for Jesus. Okay, this is how we're having trouble bringing it full circle for you. You feel we want to say you have an aspect that was Mary. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There you go. This vessel's
Yes.
not say, Emily, stop trying to put your weird religious beliefs upon this lady, for she has a lot to come through. We're sorry, this child was raised Catholic and it is hard. You understand how big your blocks are? Yes, she said she's sorry, she'll move away. And so we need to show you that there is a large aspect of you that was on the earth as Mother Mary. There you go. And Jesus was your son. He is your Arcturian son, of course. And so you are guided by them still. And you are her. You are Mother Mary here now to be the guidance to them, to all who need it. Even Jesus needed the guidance, didn't he? Jesus was an Arcturian on the earth, and you know clearly how that feels, don't you? It is a lot to take in. He could feel it all, he could perceive it all, and he wanted to make change so badly. He wanted to shake them. He wanted to tell them. He wanted to show them through action, because that's what we do, don't we? We show them through action. And Mother Mary was always there for him to allow him that experience. She was the one that allowed it. She opened up literally the channel in order for the Arcturian child of God to come through, to show the way, to be the way. She was the ability for the shift on the earth. You are the ability for the shift to come through on the earth. That is who you are. You are Mother Mary. You're going back through it again. You're allowing it to happen. This is why you're here. So you look at Mother Mary and you say, she looks familiar to me. I feel like I know her from somewhere. I can't put my finger on it. Oh, yes, that was me. That was me, guys. That was me. I would like to announce to the group that I hold an aspect of Mother Mary, for that was me. And I am back to allow all of the other change bringers, the Jesuses, yes, the opportunity to do this. For there has to be the mother. There has to be the portal. There has to be the one who holds the energy open for it to all occur. It has to keep it safe. It has to love it. It has to show it compassion. It has to allow it to thrive and to never tell it that it can't. That is your Mother Mary. That is you. Aren't you so beautiful? We are so happy to share that with you today. You are such a great gift, Mother Mary, and we thank you for your services.
That's so beautiful. It's full of so much love and so much light, and I'm just overwhelmed with it in my heart. It's just, but it doesn't surprise me.
Because it's you, it's you, it's you. It's not a surprise. It's who you've always been, and you've always known this within. You just didn't have the opportunity to accept it. You didn't have the opportunity to fully step into it, but now you do. And we welcome you to the other side. We welcome you to accept, embrace, love, and cherish who you are, why you come to Earth. And now you can completely, freely flow that love energy as you speak of from your heart as the Mother Mary to all of them, to hold this space as Mother Mary did for Jesus. And as you do this, you will change many lives. You will allow them all to do their job here on the earth. It is a beautiful, mothering, loving energy. And that energy that you feel is not outside of yourself, darling, but within. That flowing love is literally from your own soul.
It is me.
It is you. That is right. Very good. You are a good listener. That is
Thank you
you.
so much. I honor everything that you have done today. You're such beautiful, beautiful beings of light.
No, we are honored to be the ones to assist in this way. Thank you for having the ears to hear us today.
I love you.
And we love you as well. And we send all of you love today. For you all are loved beyond your comprehension.
What a beautiful way to end this amazing session. This was just incredible. I would like to ask if the guides have any closing messages for the group, and maybe if you can throw anything in there about what's to come for 2024, and especially with the portal group. I know we have some really exciting things unfolding. I'll turn it over to the guides and let you bring forward your ending messages.